much last week was a big success. This week was a super bust. Not a lot of great stuff, but I still have a box of stuff from a previous retro game fair that I didn't show you guys yet, so I got some stuff to show you. This is already from 3 weeks ago or something. A lot of zip disks from the Friday market. For free, they were just lying on the ground. These are handy for old computers to get lots of software on there easily. Then these two cables are also from last week. These are high quality SCART cables. This one is to video, so I will use it for my PCFX. And this one is to component. Don't know what I will use it for, but it's always handy to have component to SCART RGB. Then from the Facebook group I bought Thunder Force 3 for 20 euros. It's pretty minty and complete. This is actually the last game I had to have in my Thunder Force collection. I missing the first game, of course, but that's on rare Japanese computers, so I'll never be able to play it. Then cash converters. I bought Vanquish with a nice sleeve, $3.99. It's a woo cover. I just bought it because it's from Platinum Games. Somebody told me that, and that's what made me get interested in this one. Don't know anything else about it, but I love Platinum Games. 10 euros for new Super Mario Bros. Wii. Oh, I didn't see that the manual was missing, but the disc is in good shape. Maybe too expensive, I don't know. I didn't have it yet, so that's why I bought it. Then this week's Friday market, one cartoon, Dino Saucers, sadly speaking in Dutch instead of English. Have no idea what this is about. I'm pretty certain I never saw this one, but it looks pretty cool. Then today, oh sorry, I was still also found this Pink Panther comic book on the ground for free, so why not? And for this I paid €1. It's a Sony Unified Commander. It's pretty cool. It's a universal Sony remote, so I always use Sony AV stuff for my game room, and also even my modern TV from this year, which is a model from last year, still works with this remote. Sony is always incredible in this regard. So you can choose TV, lots of video. Man, just a remote with a lot of options, and it looks really cool in your hands. It's the ultimate remote for TV fanatics. And so that was the Meager stuff from the Friday market. A video and a remote and a Pink Panther comic. And today I went to one flea market. It was pretty big. A lot of people there, but not a lot of video games. Only bought this one for 20 cents. Raw deal with Schwarzy. 16 plus. Can be bad. That's the only thing I got right there. So I also went to Kalken, which is a retro game fair in Belgium, and I bought a lot of stuff there. Some were deals from in advance. You get this Dutch company called Retro Game Freak, and they sell high quality rare games, but the cheap stuff they have with label damage, they sell off super cheap at fairs like this. So you know, you really can't complain about the stuff. Most of it always works. It's untested, but so first up I got Super C. Box is cartridge is destroyed, but it was only €3, so I ain't gonna complain for that kind of price. Then I got a check because it's all. These were like I think 4 for €10 or something. Super Spike V-Ball, Tom and Jerry. Already did some repair on the label here. This one had some goo everywhere, but it came off super not easy. was also in that pile, River Raid. I didn't have this one yet. And these Atari games, they were actually 3 for €1. So, sorry, I'm kind of making a mess of it. Planet Patrol, Big Bird's X-Catch. Shit, you need a special controller for these, and it actually was there, but I didn't pick it up. Stupid me. Cookies, Monster Munch. Ooh, Wizards of War. This one still has a €6 price tag, and I just paid 30 cents for it. So, Cosmic Arc and Demon Attack, which is supposed to be one of the best shooters on the system. And also Robo Tank. These were all 3 for €1. Then from my buddy Mike, I got The Little Mermaid and Tag Team Wrestling. This one was also one of the 3 for €1 bags. I needed it. So these things are all pretty useless to me. It's a Sonic manual, Super Hanger manual, micro machines for the CDI, some stickers from a VHS tape. But there was also a cover in there. I already had the cards, but I wanted this cover. Red Zone. Also in the same piles was I think in the piles 4 for 10 was Clax on the Genesis. Super minty, so I don't have this version. I have the PC Engine version, but not the Genesis version. I should have prepared. These were also with the same company, but were just, oh, not that one. €3 a piece. I'm super happy with Worms. And also €3 a piece was Toe Jam and Earl. The reason why they sell cheap is because there was a name written with a marker on the card and no manual. But I don't mind, you know, the box is still in great condition. They're insane with their prices. Also in those piles was Captain Planet and the Planeteers and Superman, the Man of Steel. Loose copies. Also there, Speedball 2 and 16-hole golf thingy for the 32 weeks. You really can't, I don't think I will be able to get this label off properly, but you know, we'll see. Also, I think this was in the 4 for 10 pile. There's no system in their system. You know, some good games are in the €1, in the 3 for €1 pile. Some horrible games are in another pile. No box, but it has the manual, so maybe I'll print a cover out for this. I still have some empty cases. These 2 sweet games were also in the 4 for €10 pile for the Atari 8-bit computer line. These are 2 of the best games on the system, so I don't mind picking those up. This was also there. 2 Game Boy Micro cover plates. Oops. They're still brand new. I'm supposing they're not original Nintendo ones. This one is a bit scratched up, but this one still has a like protective sticker on it, so you know, every time I see a micro, it's super scratched up, so I never pick it up. But now that I have these replacement parts, I will be picking those up. Renegade, also from my buddy Mike. It's an Australian copy. It's pretty beat up. And also from Mike is Special Crimes Investigations and Bango. I think I paid 5 for this one. These were 35 together, and this was for free, and this was 5, I think. So not all in all, not bad prices. Sorry about the messy pickups. Then from Benoit Niels, also, I don't think he has a shop, but I don't know if it's a video game shop. Anyway, he's a bit of a reseller, but with good prices. 20 euros for First Samurai, Second Samurai, that is. This one goes for more normally, and it's super minty. So happy to add this one to the collection, even if it's probably a horrible game. I can't for the life of me remember where I picked this one up. It was probably cheap, because otherwise I wouldn't pick it up. But sorry, don't remember who I bought it from at the fair. Then from also Benoit, I think, was this game. Oh, I can't. I don't remember. And from another friend was Asterix and Obelix and Asterix and Wrecking Crew. These were also super cheap. Then the day before the fair, I found in a toy store PlayStation 2 to USB to play them on the play your PlayStation 1 and 2 games on PlayStation 3. I bought a broken PlayStation 3 for 10 or 5 euros from Benoit also, and it actually still plays PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games, both CD and DVD. It only doesn't play the Blu-ray discs anymore, so with this and downloadable games, it's a perfect system. I got 2 of these, but I mislocated the other one, so don't know where it is. Also from Retro Game Freak, the cheap store, I bought it was 7.5 €, the Super Wild Card. It's a bootleg system from the 90s for your Super Nintendo. It works, but it works not correctly. The battery was also super corroded, so I took it off and ordered a new battery from eBay, which hasn't arrived yet. But I also from AliExpress ordered a floppy disk emulator. So you just put a USB stick in here, and then you can select the floppy disk, and the game loads from floppy disk. I know an EverDrive is still the better solution, but you know, it's just cool to have these old copiers. This one, however, doesn't work 100%, so I'll be changing out this thing to another copier that works 100%. It's a shame that this one doesn't work, because it doesn't need an extra power supply. The other ones I have are Super Pro Fighters, and they all need extra power. Maybe that's the reason this one doesn't work too great. So that's it for this week's episode. I still have a flea market tomorrow, so maybe there'll be a small episode tomorrow. Luckily, I still had the stuff from Kalken, which I hadn't shown you guys yet. Otherwise, it would be a very, very meager episode. Because I'm super disappointed, because last week was so cool with all the great games I found, and the laser discs and the Nintendo at the flea market. Ah, by the way, the Nintendo, the American NES doesn't work, so I will still have to open it up and see what's wrong with it. The light simply doesn't go on, so it's probably a power issue, so it should be easy to resolve. Well, that's it for this episode, guys. Bye-bye. See you next week, or maybe tomorrow, if I get lucky at the flea market. Bye.